Hey guys, how's it going? It's Beat on here, back at you again with another tutorial video for PGA Tour Road to the Masters. Now, in this game, we are going to be looking at short game mechanics that you can use when you're playing in your career mode or just against your friends or individuals online. Now, the short game is very, very important. Just like real golf, it can help make or break the hole and also the round. So, especially if you're in career mode, if you can get really good at getting these up and downs really, really close, it can save those pars or make those epic birdies. So, guys, what you want to do before you approach any situation for the short game is like putting, you want to look at the green. Okay, so as you can see here, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of movement. There's some uphill, downhill, all that stuff. So what you want to do is make sure that you use that to your advantage. For example, if there's a huge slope and you want the ball to just roll and be taken with the slope towards the hole, then definitely play that route. But if you don't really have something like that, then you could go straight at the hole, and I'm going to show you some tips and tricks that I like to use in order to do that. So without further ado, let's get into it. But I also want to say, guys, thank you so much for all the support and positive feedback from my other videos. I'm having a lot of people reach out saying that my videos are helping, and that means a lot to me. So guys, if these videos do help, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video as well. I greatly appreciate all that support. Now let's get into this. So we're going to be looking at chipping. Okay, now I am going to tell you right now, I'm not going to be using the chipping shot, and I'm going to show you why. Because when you have a green like this, you're this far away from the hole, and it's also upslope, your chip shot's not going to go as far. So if you see here, my swing is not very big with a chip shot. So we're going to go and switch over to the pitch shot. So to get it closer, don't always assume that the game knows what's best, okay? So it has chip automatically set up for me. I'm going to switch over to a pitch shot. So as you can see here, the pitch shot has brought it all the way up to the hole. Now again, like putting, what this arrow means is if you go 100% at the flag, that's where your ball's going to land, and it's going to roll right off the green. So we don't want that. So we saw how much roll came off the chip shot. We're going to assume that just as much roll is going to be on the pitch shot. So as you can see, we have a slope here. And what we want to do is kind of play that a little bit so that when the ball hits the green, that slope slows it down, and then it allows for a nice, easier roll towards the flag. So what I'm going to do is just place my ball there. We also want to make sure that we can play into the wind. And by putting the arrow there, it's going to allow us to do a full swing, which in my opinion, I think is easier. Some people like to do, like quarter swing, half swing, three-quarter swing, and then your full daddy. But we don't, but again, if that can, that can be messy. So let's just go 100% and see how this works out. Okay, so as you can see there, it hit the slope a little bit, and it brought us pretty close in order to make that par. Now, if I wanted to go a little bit closer, I could give it more of a swing. I was kind of a little, conservative on that one, so let's do this again. There we go. That's beautiful. So as you can see there, we're within, 2 feet of the hole there? Yeah, 1.9 inches. That's what you want to do. So anyways, guys, that is chipping. So again, play the roll, use the green to your advantage, and make sure you guys aren't over swinging. And use, again, like I said, the green to your advantage, and you guys will be hitting pitch and chip shots very close to the hole. Now we're going to get into the pitch shot, so just give me a second and I'll meet you there. Okay guys, welcome back. So we are now going to look at the pitch shot. Now the pitch shot is more of a shot that you're going to play further back from the hole. Now you can use it this close as we did before for the chipping, but again, I'm not going to really focus too much on it. Just remember here we got the slope. Okay, we're going to just look at where our flag is. We're going to zoom in, and once you zoom in with the right analog stick, you can look around, okay? So gives you a better idea of where everything is. So if we look carefully again, we still got that slope. We're a little bit on the... I don't think we're exactly where we were before, but it looks like we are. So anyways, I'm just going to do a couple shots here just to show you. Again, guys, look at the lie that we have here. Look at the beads. So we're going to, with our pitch shot, we're going to play into this slope a little bit. So let's give ourselves a 3/4 swing and see how that works here. Is it going to... Oh, it did not break as much as I thought it would. But anyways, we were within 4 feet 3 inches. So again, it doesn't look... It looks like it's actually moving quite a bit from here, but I guess it didn't. Let's do one more. We're going to go right here to this little corner. We're going to see if it'll actually break. If it doesn't, that's okay. Again, we just want to finesse it. There we go. There we go. Braking a little bit brought us right to the front of the hole. So guys, again, I'm not going to drag this on. Similar to pitching, or sorry, similar to chipping, you want to use the roll to your advantage. Now, if you're quick enough, you can add a little bit of backspin, but honestly, it's not really going to do much. But that's exactly what you want to do. Play towards the slope. Use what you can for your advantage. Let's go into the flop shot, which is my favorite shot, and I'll show you why. So the next shot we're going to look at is what's called the flop shot. Now this is one of my favorite shots to do in the game, especially in real life, because the ball just goes straight up in the air and sticks. So if you're close enough to the pin, you're able to easily get it within a few inches if you master this shot. So there's a few things we want to look at when we do the shot. First thing is we want to look at the wind. Okay, because the ball is going so high up in the air, the wind is going to take it and move it. So that being said, the fact that our arrow is here with this wind, it's most likely going to end up over here or maybe around here in the middle of this block here. So you want to make sure that when you're using this shot, just in case that does happen, that your putting within 10 feet is pretty accurate. Okay. Another thing you want to take into consideration is the lie. So you can see that I'm kind of on a bit of a slope angle here. So automatically my swing is going to push the ball a little bit more right. So what we're going to want to do is move a little bit over to the left to compensate for that, as well as the wind. And last but not least, make sure that we are lined up with the hole. So again, if you're not quite lined up with the hole, you can use the flop shot with the 60, 52, and 56 degree wedges. Now I just noticed that I am on a pitch shot for some reason, so let's get down to the flop here. So as you can see here, my flop shot has gone just below the hole. Okay, I'm going to show you the different variants of flop. There's a flop, a high flop, and then a long flop, okay? So the high flop and the long flop, in my opinion, don't stop immediately like the flop does, and they are also a little more not as accurate. So again, you want to make sure that your tempo and your swing is on the right path in order to really fully utilize this shot. So right now I'm just going to show you a normal flop. Now again, if you want to get it up to the flag, you can always overswing a bit to get that extra distance. So let's give it a shot. That should be beautiful. Boom. That's what we want. All right. That is the flop shot. Okay. So we're also... All right, guys. And last but not least is going to be the blast shot. Now, this is a shot that you're most likely going to have early in your career in this game. Now, it is a tricky shot because what it does is it allows your ball to get basically, like it says, blasted out of the sand bunker, but does not provide any backspin whatsoever. So pay attention to that. So like your pitch shot and your chip shot, you're going to have to use the green to your advantage and make sure that you're giving yourself enough space in order for the ball to gently roll towards the hole. If you go far past the hole, you could end up in another bunker or into the rough, or you might not give it enough power and leave it really long. So those are things you don't want to do. You also want to make sure that you don't Nancy it a bit and not give yourself enough power to get over the slope. Some sand bunkers are deeper than others, and as you can see here, we're in quite a, like I'd say a moderate deep, bunker, so you don't want to Nancy this one. You want to make sure you give yourself enough power. So like all the other shots, again, we want to just make sure that we're reading the green. So as we can see here, it is going a little bit left to right. Now where my arrow is, it's right at the flag, so of course we're going to want to move it down a bit. Okay, again, we have some wind, so we might want to take into consideration that. And I'm going to try and hit my sand shot there and see if it can roll close towards the hole. I'm going to go with just under a full swing, and hopefully that's enough to get it there. Oh, that's in the hole. Oh, that was gorgeous. Now, as you can see, it went a little bit past, but 6 feet isn't too bad. So again, if you're within that 10-foot range, you should be able to get it in quite easily. If you're not, there are some tutorial modes that you can do in this game to help you with your putting. So again, we got it close. Most likely would have got the par there or the birdie if we needed to save it on a par 5. Now let's try that again. Again, look at where your slope's going. Play into the slope. Give yourself enough room. I moved it back further. Let's go almost 100%. And this should be Gucci. Here we go. Is it going in? And that's money, guys, and what a great way to end this tutorial video. So again, guys, if these tips helped you out, please hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate all that support. If you do want to see more tutorial videos, let me know. Anything else that you're struggling with, let me know in the comment section, and I'll make sure to put a video up. So anyways, guys, again, thanks for all your support, and I'll see you in the next video.